What is up, guys? In today's video I'm going to show you my presentation from Brazil and my experience in Brazil. When I spoke in Brazil, it was in front of over 400 people and I was absolutely terrified at the time, but it went really well. I got really good feedback and it was absolutely awesome. So hopefully you can draw some inspiration from how terrified I looked on stage and how well it went. So enjoy. Hey guys, James here. It's midnight on the 24th of November and I've snuck into the conference hall where I'm going to be speaking tomorrow in front of almost 400 people, and it's pretty crazy. There's a lot of people here today and there's going to be a lot of people here tomorrow. Like 4 times the size of the crowd that I've spoken in front of before. But if my story can tell you anything, it's that you need to push through your fears, push past whatever false belief systems are holding you back and just do whatever you can do and believe that you can do it and push through, because anyone's capable of it. You've just got to make the decision to try. And like I talk about in my speeches, you may fall down, you may trip up, you may get your legs broken, but if you keep crawling forward, you keep moving forward, you're going to get to where you need to be. You're going to get to that end line and you're going to be glad that you took that first step. And the first step for me was Italy, about a month ago. Yeah, a month and a half ago. And that was a crazy experience. I literally was almost in tears by the end of it. My heart was going so much and I felt so emotional because of the overwhelming support and just the way that the crowd was, and it was just unbelievable. It was really emotional, but I hide it well. I always hide things well. But yeah, it was really, really emotional. And I imagine in front of this many people and with the energy that we saw in here today, that tomorrow's going to be no different. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be an emotional roller coaster and all sorts of awesome. It's just, I don't know, it's crazy. Crazy. So yeah, I thought I'd sneak in here and just kind of stand on the stage, get a feel for what I'm coming up against tomorrow. And yeah, just take it all in. It's gonna be good. I better go get some sleep because I'm gonna need to be up in about 6 or 7 hours. So, good night all.
Número 101, 101. Ali. Beleza. James Neville-Taylor. Come on. The show is yours. Vamos aplaudir o James Neville-Taylor.
Pessoal, esse livro aí que o Nenê sorteou, o Brasil vai sortear acho mais que 50. Né? Uns 50? Então o livro, enfim, o cara juntou lá um monte de empreendedor, cada um escreveu um capítulo e deu um livro. E eu escrevi um capítulo aqui bem legal, que eu gostaria que vocês lessem se tivesse oportunidade. E todo mundo fala para não desistir, certo? E eu falo exatamente o contrário. Às vezes tem que saber a hora de desistir para mover em diante. Então dá uma lidinha depois aí que é interessante. Bom, o James, ele é um empreendedor da Builderall, está com a gente já há mais de um ano, fez a certificação nos Estados Unidos e começou a trabalhar com marketing digital com a gente. Tá? Agora, o James ele tem caminhado na Builderall e a Builderall para ele principalmente tem sido uma ferramenta de crescimento pessoal. Vocês vão reparar que ele dá até dó de tão tímido que ele é, entendeu? Muito tímido, muito tímido. Você viu a shine that the first. Ele conseguiu superar isso. Então, hoje ele faz vídeos, ele montou a empresa dele, ele faz treinamentos, é bem legal, tá? Agora, quando a gente começou a trabalhar junto, ele fazia a certificação, você só tem que assistir, ele ligava a câmera e ficava no fundo, que era para não aparecer, entende? O cara tinha pânico de aparecer no vídeo, e a gente sempre trabalhando com ele para ver se ele conseguia. E ele conseguiu romper isso, hoje está aqui falando para 300 pessoas, que para ele seria praticamente impossível. Então toda vez que a gente tem um evento, eu sei que isso é a dificuldade de muita gente aqui. Então a gente gosta de trazer o James para que ele possa contar a história dele, para ver se inspira vocês a saírem desse medo também, tá bom? Alright, man, that's you. Deve a apresentação dele.
Bom dia. Bom dia. I want to start by thanking Eric for allowing me to speak here, allowing me to be here today, and thanks to the whole Builderall team for putting this event together and putting together such an awesome platform.
Está agradecendo a gente por trazer ele na oportunidade, está agradecendo o time da Builderall por tudo que a gente tem feito na empresa.
If you'd have told me a year ago that I was going to be speaking in front of even 10 people, I would have said you were crazy. There's no way that I was getting up in front of a crowd to speak.
Um ano atrás, se você tivesse me falado que eu ia estar falando na frente de 10 pessoas, então, um cara que era do jeito que ele era, ele já está na terceira palestra dele. As primeiras duas foram relativamente pequenas, que foi na Europa, ainda tinha bastante pouca gente lá. Hoje ele está aqui falando com uma palestra com uma audiência 4 vezes maior do que ele falou da última vez, né? E ele está hoje tão nervoso quanto ele estava no primeiro summit que ele fez. Próximo slide.
But at least this time I have someone to turn my microphone on for me.
Mas pelo menos dessa vez ele tem alguém para ligar o microfone para ele. Pessoal, esse é o James. Alguém tem alguma pergunta para o James? Any questions? Alguma pergunta para o James? Hã? How old are you?
28.
28. Mais alguma pergunta? Solteiro? Você vai pro single. Cara, eu ia perguntar, she was about to ask me se he's single. Pode falar, Erika.
Mesmo com toda a timidez, quando a pessoa quer essa resposta, ela realmente consegue.
She's saying that it's really cool because really being very, very shy, if you want to do it, you can do it. É uma coisa realmente de você entender que você tem um problema e você tem que superar, entendeu? E vai com tudo e supera o problema. Só não tinha quem quer perguntar aqui? Fala, Tati. O que é pra galera que eu fico com eles?
Diante dele ser o perfil, né? Diante desse perfil que ele tem, qual foi a decisão mais difícil que ele teve que tomar para ele poder conseguir superar isso e fazer o que ele está fazendo?
What was the hardest thing you had to do to overcome your fears and do what you do now?
The hardest thing is the first time of doing anything, the first time on video, the first time on the summit, the first time speaking. The first time is always the hardest, but if you can push yourself to do it that first time, it becomes a lot easier.
É exatamente o que o Junior Pro falou ontem à noite, né? A fazer a primeira vez do summit, a primeira vez do vídeo, a primeira vez que responder uma pergunta, tudo que você vai sair daquela zona de conforto, fazer o primeiro é o mais difícil de tudo.
Existem várias ferramentas de marketing digital no mercado, que estavam disponíveis e ele nunca se mobilizou com isso. O que fez ele se mobilizar através da vida?
Okay, so we have a lot of digital tools on the marketplace, but you never did anything with any tools. What actually moved you to start using Builderall? Or you were using the tools before?
I tried a number of tools before, but none of them have given the versatility of Builderall. It's nothing like having everything in one place which connects with everything. If I wanted to go elsewhere to get, say, browser notifications and a site builder and a mailing program, it would cost hundreds of dollars per month. This is just everything in one place that connects together.
Mano, olha como eu tô careca.
I'm curious how bald I am over there. It's the beginning of the end. Quem tá me fumando de costa, velho?
Eu não sou eu.
Coisa ridícula, né? Na verdade, ele já usava outras ferramentas, tá? Então a gente não pode esquecer que ele é um cara verde. Então, esse cara é impossível de trabalhar relacionando com pessoas. Agora ele está aprendendo, então ele está realmente procurando alguma coisa para trabalhar online. Então ele tem várias outras ferramentas, ele tinha várias outras ferramentas. E pelo jeito que ele trabalha online, a gente sabe que ele realmente tem experiência. mas quando ele viu a Builderall do jeito que foi lançado, 16 ferramentas numa plataforma só, ele foi movido por isso. Pô, me parece
Conexão entre as ferramentas.
um bom acordo, né? Uma boa oferta. Eu vou comprar várias ferramentas no preço de uma só, faz sentido para mim. Ele comprou e assim, ele comprou a ferramenta, mas aí depois ele ganhou a comunidade. E hoje ele mudou por causa da comunidade. É isso que a gente está querendo fazer, o pessoal entender aqui. Bom, mais alguma pergunta? Só mais uma? Aproveitem. Alguém? Fala.
Quero saber se ele já se considera preparado para cantar.
Okay, are you ready to sing or not yet?
Not yet.
Maybe with a few beers or...
Maybe a few beers.
Okay, next year, next year, all right, on Everest in Brazil, some beers and then we'll come here to sing. Good? So that's gonna be a really overcome, right?
Yeah.
All right. Ok, pessoal, beleza então? Tá bom, né? Cara, ele fatura o suficiente para ele poder viajar o mundo inteiro, estar em todos os eventos. Só com o evento ele tem gastando uma média de $4 mil por mês, só com os eventos. Ele só faz dinheiro com a Builderall. I'm saying like you are going to all the events and you spend a lot of money to that. So it's all paid by Builderall. This is your only income source, right? Your agents and Builderall. So he is making money with Builderall. É isso aí. James, thank you, man. Thank you. Always good to have you.
Sim, daí eu...
Right. Beleza. Posso apresentar bom?
Hey guys, how you all doing? It's James Neville-Taylor here at Builderall, Brazil, Everest. I've just finished my speech and it's an absolutely amazing feeling. I feel like I inspired a lot of people. Eric was translating for me, he did an awesome job, and it's just amazing. It's crazy to think that a year ago I couldn't even speak on camera and I was really nervous to even do the simplest things. It's amazing how far that you can go and what you can overcome if you just put your mind to it, get over it and take action and just realise that you're going to focus on your mistakes a lot longer and a lot more than anyone else. So it's basically human nature to worry about yourselves more than what other people do. So if you make a mistake, just know that you're going to focus on your mistakes a lot longer than anyone else. And just to get over it and keep pushing forward, because if you keep pushing forward, then you're going to get to where you want to go. You may trip up, you may fall down, you may break your legs, but if you keep crawling towards that goal and keep going, you're going to get to where you need to be in the end. Like I said, it's to come from where I was a year ago to where I am now. It's completely crazy. Speaking in front of 400 people at an event in completely the other side of the world. Before last year, I hadn't been on a plane journey in 15 years, and then this year I've travelled to 7 different countries over 3 different continents, and 90% of those trips have been because of Builderall trips, and Builderall's pretty much funded them all. So it's just, I just want to say to you, just if you can get over your fears of being on camera, fears of speaking, whatever fears that you have, just get over them and keep pushing forward and don't worry about what anyone else thinks, because if you keep moving towards that goal, you're going to get there. So yeah, I just want to inspire you to just keep pushing forward and keep going. I'm going to get back into see Alvaro's speech now at the Everest event. He's speaking. So yeah, it's awesome days. Awesome yesterday, awesome today, and I'll see you soon, guys. Take care.
I don't even know what half of this food is. All I know is I want to eat all of it. Oh my god, they have sushi. So much sushi.
Hey guys, how you doing? James Neville-Taylor here. I'm here eating some of the most awesome food that I've ever eaten in my entire life. Like seriously, Brazilian food is absolutely amazing. I've never had dessert for breakfast before, so that's a main meal for breakfast and dessert as well. It's absolutely crazy. Some of the Brazilian food is some of the best in the world, and you can take it from me because this year I've been to 7 different countries across 3 different continents, and the Brazilian food wins hands down. I went to a Brazilian barbecue last night and it was absolutely amazing. The amount of food that was there was phenomenal. I went to the Brazilian barbecue in Florida the beginning of this year, and it didn't even compare to the Brazilian barbecue that I had here last night. It was so good. I had so much and I felt like I was going to pop. I actually felt sick this morning because I ate way too much last night. But yeah, Brazilian food is absolutely amazing. Just look at all this awesome food here. It's just so good, so good. I almost want to make myself sick so I can eat more and more and more of it. That's a weird thing to say, but it's just so good. It tastes so good you can't even imagine unless you're here eating it. So if you get a chance to come to Brazil, you definitely need to try the food, Brazilian barbecue and all the other kinds of foods that they've got here. It's absolutely amazing.
Eu tiro também porque eu sou desse. Eu tô contigo. Então é o seguinte, eu tô aqui ainda dando uma enrolada de alguns segundos para ver se aquela porta magicamente agora ela se abre. Se ela vai se abrir. Porque se ela não se abrir, o Neil vai lá agora abrir e chamar esses caras. Vai, Neil. Então, turma, é o seguinte. Todo mundo fala a mesma coisa, que a Builderall é uma grande família. E nós conseguimos experimentar isso. E nós conseguimos experimentar isso da maneira mais fria que tem, que é pelo digital.